tell us one thing, and for Ellie maybe it's, you know, the start of the ADTA program, one thing you wish you had done then that you didn't. Maybe you did it a little bit later, but something you wish you had done at that beginning.
That's a good question. I'm glad I was able to come today, actually, because some of the resources here, I think are newer and I would find really helpful. I noticed the Career Center had mentioned that they'll do mock interviews. I would highly recommend doing something like that, really practicing your interview skills and getting ready to just talk with potential hiring managers. I think that would be a really top-notch recommendation to follow up on, because in interviews, I mean, we all get nervous, and the farther you go on, the bigger groups that you talk with. And I know it's a lot of pressure when you're interviewing. You want that job, right? I would say definitely use that. That's something I didn't use when I was in the program, but practicing for presentations is definitely something I lean into now. I mean, just a couple months ago, I did a huge presentation in New York for our client, and trust me, there were plenty of times that we had rehearsals. I had notes for almost all my slides, and that helps you get ready for those high pressure moments where you've practiced it before, you've got something you know you want to say. That will definitely help you along the way. So I'd say use the resources and definitely talk to the people who lead the program. I leaned in a lot to Dr. Philpott during my time and Dr. Montecito over the years, and they've been great resources. So don't be shy. Definitely reach out. I think there are a lot of people here who are willing to help you. So just ask.
Thanks. Justin, same question to close this out.
Wow. Okay. Pressure. I mean, this will probably be random. I'm a very stream of consciousness person. So, you know, I think one thing, like I said, natural introvert, right? So, you know, there's elements and opportunities where I think I could have had to do a little bit more, you know, networking or kind of these informal relationship moments that I for one reason or another, you know, have maybe let slide or let pass. And some of that, you know, recently, one of the things that's been on my mind is I feel like I need to do better on, you know, platforms like a LinkedIn. There was a student, I'll give you another anecdote, right? So there was this individual that I have no idea how I got connected to this person on LinkedIn, but the algorithm surfaced this really interesting video that this person had made, you know, talking about some high-level concepts in data analytics. But it was like, it was an interesting video, it was well done, it had some good points, and I just reached out to the person and was like, hey, can I share this? Like, I feel like, you know, there's times where I wish I could be a little bit more active in that space. If you go and looked at my LinkedIn, which you're all welcome to do, go find me, you know, connect or whatever, you will see very intermittent, you know, pieces of information and content. So that networking, whether it's face-to-face, you know, sticking around after a meeting to just say hello and shake a hand, or whether it's on a platform where you can control the timing, but the impetus is still on you to take that step. I think those things are really big. The other one that's gonna sound, the more I sit on this side of the table, it makes me realize how old I am. In my head, I'm still in the seats where y'all are at. You know, when I came to industry, I think I came with a mindset that was like, I'm gonna climb the heck out of this corporate ladder. And honestly, I think like giving myself a little bit of grace and like having an eye on your long game, but understanding that like the goal here is not to promote every 9 months or a year and a half. Like the goal is to do extremely well in the position that you're in, and then to, you know, lean into these opportunities and relationships. Like I love Ellie's story of like the you know, job that she's in, the opportunity kind of sprang from reaching a little bit for an opportunity, and then somebody saw that and said, hey, there's actually this other thing that's appropriate, and that's what opened the door, right? But there's so many times where I think you either don't reach for those opportunities or you reach way too aggressively for them. And both of those things are negative, right? So I've seen that a bit in other folks, and I put a lot of internal pressure on myself to want to continue to push, you know. So I would say probably the other like more paternal comment for me closing out is just like breathe and relax in those moments. Like do well, understand that, you know, this is a long game. You're at the start of a career. Sometimes it's like driving a big ship, and it takes inertia and momentum and time to be able to turn that thing the way you want it to go. So be patient, trust in your process, and have a process where you're leaning on your resources, right? Like the folks you have here, which are incredible. I remember last year too, listening to the presentations from the career services folks. Like they're spot on. Like if you're not using those people and consulting with them, you're missing out.